Hi, you guys. I was researching some information on Alzheimer's today and the situation that's going on, and there are certain things that are relevant to Alzheimer's. You have Parkinson's, you have what is it called? Psychosis, and you also have as well relevant to it is dementia, and all of these are covered up under the Alzheimer's Society. But what I have noticed and observed that all of this is attached on citizens through devices in which their individuals are being held in, and states that individuals are being held in that is out of their control. And they're trying to deal with multiple realities that are constantly being switched that are placing them in a dementia state, or a state of illusion, or psychosis where they're out of touch with reality. The biggest thing about it, the reality part of it, is that they feel that they are relevant to reality because what they are observing, the observations that's being displayed on them, what they're seeing through their eyes is one thing, and what you're observing is another. Now, we do know that some of this stuff deals with mental attack. So it's cognitive, they're they're attacking the mind itself, the brain itself, and the nerve systems, as well as other senses in which one would use to actually keep in touch with reality. And they compromise all of those things. Um, so your vision may be compromised, your taste, your nose, your hearing, all these different things are compromised, and people are playing on your intelligence. So they're playing on your intellectual intelligence, what you know, how you form, how you perform every day. They're playing on your resistance to certain behaviors. They are playing on just like fear, just a lot of different things they're playing on: fear, anger, emotion, period. That's something they target during some of these times of attacks that you have to be cognitive and aware of that are taking place. Now, this is the thing: if you're dealing with what you can see, because you have no control over what you cannot see, you only have control over what you can see. That is not going to shut off because you shut off. And a lot of people tell people that say, okay, well, just sit still and don't go nowhere, don't do nothing, and eventually it'll shut off and you'll come back to reality. It does not work like that. And that's something that they will also do to a child or grown up or anything. But truth be told, these tactics are being used against our people daily, and they are not for the beneficial good, but rather for a slave mentality group of people. Now, a lot of these people brag and say they master these abilities to be able to snap in and out, and truth be told, they have no real control over that situation. Some of the things that they feel that they have control over, being nasty and dirty people. And when I say nasty and dirty people, I mean behavior inappropriate in everything. Being those type of people, they know certain things that they do are wrong. They don't care because they feel that they will always stay in a state of control, always stay in a state of dominance. And sometimes we aren't always in a state of dominance, and they have become consistent with this. So they use these tactics. Remember, it's a cure to dementia. It's a cure to Alzheimer's. It's a cure to psychosis. It is a cure to the trauma that takes place that causes Parkinson, which is nerve disease because it comes from brain damage. You try having somebody shove something in your brain multiple times, whether you are an adult or a child, you will have some form of trauma or some form of Parkinson, where you will have unknown glitches, unknown shakes, certain things happening to the body and everything, because your central nervous system has been attacked and damaged. So all of it stems from brain damage. These people are habitual in doing these types of things to stop people's progress. You have to be careful. You have to monitor yourself daily with these people. This is in everyday society. You can find yourself in this situation even working a job. You get up, you go to work every day, and that's about all you do. You don't have a boyfriend, you don't have to have a girlfriend, you don't have to have anything else. You're just going to work, coming home, and then you meet slave plantation owners who wants to actually put you in the state and actually have some form of mastery over you as if they were masters, and they are not. They are not even in the right mindset to even master this, because what you have going on with you, they have going on with them. This cannot be removed from you. I have to actually confess this to them to let them know it is not easily removed. This stuff is not something that you want to play with. Sometimes it comes to you with the children and say the children are dealing with brain damage. They put this type of stuff in these kids. These kids can't really survive it. This is something that has been happening in foreign countries. I have to confess that it happened in multiple countries as part of the reason why some of the women cut off their clitoris area to stop them from saying it's enjoyable to a woman to have this happen to her. It is not. It is not enjoyable to a woman to have men touch them, rape them, molest them, and have sex with them without their permission. And there has been a fight that went on, but for some weird reason, we lost the fight and fell into this type of situation. This is as honest as it gets. I have revelation on courts where this stuff has been fought out in courts and some of everything. It is inappropriate, but it is happening in every country. Your daughters are not safe. Your sons are not safe. Your sons are in more danger, some of them, than your daughters are. For they will be a part of a nation that is not their nation and part of a cultural demise of a people, which is us as a whole. Be careful, be mindful, keep wisdom always firsthand. Deal with what you see as a reality. You cannot deal with something that is not your reality. So if you're going through psychosis, you have to deal with the reality of what you see. You have no control over what you don't see. You only have control over what you see. You have to deal with that. And what you're going to find is that nowadays, since some say they have mastered it, they turn around and they come in to the state of reality in which you're forced to deal with and try to keep you in turmoil and misery and hatred and bitterness and sadness and tearful and tyranny and tyrant behavior with them constantly. And truth be told, this is not God's will for your life. So they're proclaiming, oh, this is God's will. They are liars. Ain't no God in them. Because God's will is for you to be happy and for you to be at peace. Their will is for you to be in misery. And they use these type of behaviors. Remember, I told you about the Alzheimer's Society so that you will forget. It's for you to forget. It's for you to stay within the which is the what's your name, the virtual part of it and stuff like that, and forget about yourself, which is you. Need to actually stay closely connected to yourself, monitor yourself, analyze your behavior, analyze certain things. I couldn't tell you. I had to quit a job the other day. When I started having abnormal dreams and abnormal behaviors, abnormal things taking place with me at the job, I had to let